Yo, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to this live stream for today, 17th September 2025. Good morning, guys. Please just join this live stream. Share this live stream for more people to join. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Today we'll be analyzing some pairs. Some of the pairs we analyzed yesterday are playing out. As you can see, one of the pairs we analyzed yesterday, AUD card, it is playing out very well. Price tapped into this other block, this hidden other block. Immediately price tapped into it, it started moving up. That was around 3 p.m. yesterday, Nigerian time. Okay, so we look forward to see price push to the upside till TP. Okay, but today we can look at other pairs to see what they have for us. Okay, first of all, let's start from the very beginning. This is GBP USD. GBP USD is a pair we analyzed yesterday, and looking at everything, we hope price comes to this downside, to this other block, for price to get to the other block and give us a confirmation entry and push to the upside. So that is it for GBP USD. It's still on a massive uptrend. Now, why, you might be asking, why do you want to buy from this level? All right, trading is all about demand and supply for a currency. Okay, it is demand and supply, and in demand and supply, you always want to buy low and sell high. When you go to the market, you want to buy goods at the lowest price. Okay, you want to buy goods at the lowest price, and when you want to sell it, you sell it at a higher price. So in this scenario, this is the lowest price we can get at this level, one of the lowest prices. If we miss this level, we can buy from this level. See, we can buy from this level. So using the premium and discount, you want to buy at a discount. Okay, let me show you. Look at this. Okay, let's say this is the movement. This is a big movement. This is the break of structure movement, right? And this is the break of structure movement. You want to buy at a discounted level. You can see that this down part is at discount. Everything at this half level is a discounted price. So you can buy, once price start entering here, you can start looking for levels where you can buy from, and those levels, it must be from an order block or another block that has an imbalance. As you can see, we still have an imbalance in there. So we just hope for price to fall down, get into this other block and react, give us a confirmation entry, and we take price to the upside. That is it for GBP USD. Nothing much. everything about GBP USD was said yesterday in the live stream. And we can look at GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Let me see GBP AUD, what it looks like. Yo, GBP AUD looks like something that is on a downtrend in the higher time frame. We can actually look at this from this level. GBP AUD, you can see it was making series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it broke structure. It broke structure here. People, you can also call it a change of character. So as you can see, this break of structure, what are we going to do? Immediately we spot our break of structure, the first thing we do is to mark out our other blocks. Our other blocks. Look at our other block. Look at this other block. You see the other block? Very clean other block, because checking on higher time frames, like the daily, you see that even in the daily, price has been moving down. Okay, you can see price consolidated to an time frame, did some consolidation, broke structure, then did this lower high and the lower low. Okay, so even the last candle from yesterday, you can see that it gave a lot of rejection. You can see a rejection candle from yesterday price action on GBP AUD. So it means whenever you see this kind of rejection, it means there should be a momentum to the downside. There should be a momentum to the downside. And what is playing out right here, I see it as maybe it's called the anatomy of a candle, whereby a candle opens, takes away the up liquidity, comes down and then close, so that's what I see here. So price has been on the downside, it's going down. GBP AUD is showing signs of downtrend. And on the 15 minutes, once we discover the direction, the overall direction on the higher time frame, the next thing we have to do is to go to the lower time frame from 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or H1 to look for possible entries. So as you can see that the GBP AUD has broken structure, and we have spotted our other block. You can see the break of structure. Look at the break of structure. It just broke structure. So that is that, and we have marked out our other block. The next thing we look out for is our imbalance. As you can see, there is an imbalance in there. Look at the imbalance. I've told you that imbalance is the relationship between three candles. As you can see, this candle of the other block, and this long sell candle, and this other candle, this other blue candle. So it is a relationship between three candles. And right now we are looking for our liquidity. We can spot our liquidity. This is a trend line liquidity, because we hope to see price We hope to see price take away this liquidity and enter this other block and give us a confirmation entry and boom to the downside. All right, that is it for GBP AUD. Then let's assume that let's assume there's also a mini what is it called, liquidity here, just something small, but just something small. I told you we also have, for another block to make sense, there must be three criteria. It must break structure. One, it must have an imbalance. Two, then it must have liquidity close to the other block. So that is a liquidity close to the other block. If we should go on a 5 minutes time frame, you see it more better. Look at the liquidity, clean and clear. Look at it. You see it, liquidity. Some people want to sell from this level. So what will price do? They want to sell from this level, but price will take them out, tap into the bigger time frame other block and give a confirmation and move to the downside. So this is what we look forward to anytime soon. As for the AUD card, I think it's going pretty well to the upside. So it's keep pushing to the upside in profit. So at this point, people in this trade can consider taking taking their stop loss to break even. At least protect your capital while price keeps pushing to the upside. Okay. Then another pair we'll be looking at today is Euro GBP. Let's see what we have on Euro GBP. Euro GBP has been on a massive uptrend because yesterday it really pushed to the upside, even on higher time frames like 4 hour. You can see it. Look at huge movement. Okay, so I'll tell you the reason why price moved like this. As you can see, normally before the buy, market has been in series of higher highs and higher lows to the upside. As you can see, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher high, higher low, and all of that. Then look at this other block on H4, very clean other block. Look at what happened. A very clean other block. So immediately price tapped into the other block. It gave a reaction, a confirmation entry. Look at another hidden other block by the side. Look at hidden other block. So you can actually mark this like this. So price tapped into this other block. Go to the M15, the lower time frame. Look at what happened. It gave a confirmation entry. Look at the confirmation entry. It gave a W. Price tapped into the other block. You see, gave a confirmation entry and then started moving up. Maybe because of it was late at night, price started consolidating and took away this liquidity and boom to the upside. and since then it has been buying, 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 buying. It has been buying. Look at it, boom. Look at the liquidity. Look at liquidity. This is liquidity sitting close to the other block. This is liquidity. Let me make this clear. Can you see a hidden other block from here to here? You see? Price took away the liquidity, tapped in properly, and kept on pushing to the upside. So on this particular trade, you can actually, this is a long position. Price has moved for how many rigs to reward? 5 rigs to reward, 5.31 rigs to reward. So let's say 5 rigs to reward, safe. Can you see? 5 rigs to reward. It means for if you spend $100 on this trade, if you risk $100 and price hits this TP, you would make 500. So your total trading capital will now be 600. I'll be looking for another trade. Then this GBP AUD. If I want to place a trade on GBP AUD, since I already know that it is in an uptrend, what's the next thing? Which other level am I going to mark? I'll start marking levels of higher highs and higher low. I'll start marking levels of discounted levels, just like I showed you before. Look at this movement. Where is the discounted level? From here, look at the discounted level. Is this whole area. We are buying at a discount, you see. So since I know this is my discounted area, I'll start looking for other blocks, levels I'll buy from. As you can see, there is another block here. Look at this other block here. You see the other block? There is a little imbalance. The other block broke structure. There is a little imbalance right there. There is liquidity before the other block. Look at liquidity before the other block. So what do I expect of price? I expect price to come down, tap into this place, give me a confirmation entry, and boom, and continue going to the upside. One thing you have to understand is that market does not move in straight lines. Market moves in impulse and corrections. All right. So the break of structures are usually the impulse. Look at it. Boom. Impulse. So I expect it to correct. That is to come down. Even life itself is a series of higher highs and higher lows, because sometimes good things happen to people, sometimes bad things happen to people. So when good things happen to you, it's assumed your life is in an uptrend. Okay? It's assumed your life is in an uptrend. When bad things happen to you, it means your life is no longer in an uptrend, it's in a downtrend. Alright? So that's the same example here. Impulse and corrections. I'll be looking for another pair. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, you can write it in the live stream and I will analyze it. Any pair you want me to analyze. Let's see Euro AUD. Euro AUD is still on massive uptrend. Massive uptrend. As you can see, higher highs and higher lows. Most of these pairs are on uptrend. Look at higher highs, higher lows. So as the price of Euro AUD is going up, we'll be looking out for places we can buy, levels which we can buy. If you go to maybe a 1 hour time frame, you can see this demand has been met. So the next demand is this place, demand zone, our order block. Look at our liquidity. Our liquidity before the order block. This is our liquidity before the order block, and this is our imbalance. Can you see? Price has broken structure. There is liquidity before the order block, and there is a nice imbalance, very clean imbalance. So on 1 hour time frame, what are we expecting? We expect price to tap into this order block right here. Price should tap into the order block and give us a confirmation entry on a lower time frame, and boom, continue its movement to the upside. All right, we can check another pair. Let's say AUD JPY. AUD JPY. Let's see what's happening on the higher time frame, monthly time frame. See, this price has been on an uptrend. Okay, so AUD JPY, we look forward to see buys. We look forward to buy this pair, but let's look for levels where we can easily buy. Okay, levels where we can easily buy. Since we know the higher time frame, the structure of the higher time frame is bullish, so we have to continue its bullishness on the lower time frame, because if we are not in line with structure, you lose money. Okay, so look at this level. This level has has another block. Can you see? It has an order block. It still has an imbalance. Look at first the order block, second imbalance, third it has liquidity before the order block. Again, it broke structure. Look at the impulse movement it used to break structure. It broke structure. So what do we expect from this pair? We expect that price comes down to our order block and give us a confirmation. Give us a confirmation entry and continue to the upside. That's what we are expecting in AUD JPY. See, trading is very simple and very easy to understand. All you just need is just the right information and keeping it simple. Every day when I come to this chart, I only look for three things. I look out for the general structure, and I go to the lower time frame to continue that structure. Look for levels I can continue that structure, be it buy or sell. Okay. Now, when I see my levels, I just mark out the other blocks, mark out the imbalance, mark out the liquidity. Make sure that these criteria are met and you're good to go. You take your trade and watch what happens, either profit or loss. But most times it's profit, because this is the same way the banks are trading. That is why these levels are holding. As you can see, AUD card yesterday, is still holding, even though it's coming down right now. It is just coming down because it is giving a confirmation entry. Okay, the confirmation entry is complete. So let me take this thing away. Look at the W has formed. Let me show you. The W has formed completely. You see? Look at what price did. Tapped into the other block, gave the W, even gave a liquidity, and is coming down. Once it gets to this level, somewhere around here, boom, it will continue to the upside. All right, look at liquidity here. Liquidity, this liquidity has even been taken. Look at the hidden other block is coming to. It is just coming in here. So what do you expect? You just expect to take your trade from that level again. You expect to take your trades from this level again. So right now we'll be watching and looking at all these pairs to see. Let's check Euro NZD. Euro NZD is on a massive what? Massive buy. Massive buy. Massive. The buy is massive. So we look at this. You can see series of higher highs and higher lows. Series of higher highs and higher lows. Series of higher highs and higher lows to the upside. You can as well take this trade from levels like this. Having buying at a discounted level. We have imbalance. We have liquidity. Can you see? Liquidity, imbalance, it's broke structure, movement broke structure. We have imbalance, we have liquidity. We look for the same thing. Price should get in here, give us a confirmation entry, and continue to the upside. So guys, as you can see, this is what we look out for every day in the chart. It's simple, it's easy to understand. You do not need to stress yourself. Just check what is happening on the higher time frame. Is it a buy or a sell? If it's a sell, then you have to go to M15, 15 minutes or 30 minutes to look for levels where you can sell from. Mark out your other blocks and liquidity zones with imbalance and wait patiently for price to get to those levels so that you can trade from. It is just like a sniper. You look out for the same thing, you hide yourself, you wait patiently like a sniper. Immediately your target comes, you execute flawlessly. All right. So that is it. Every morning I come here to share my charts, share analysis, everything I'll be looking out for on the chart every day. So you can share my channel to people, share this channel to even intending traders, beginner traders, intermediate traders, advanced traders as well. Anybody who will be interested in free forex education, just share this channel to them. Every day I come here, I make videos, I make live streams in real time. All right, so keep sharing the video, keep sharing the channel, watch the video to the very end. Like and subscribe to this channel. Okay, maybe we should look at one more pair. Let's look at AUD. Let's look at USD card. USD card analysis. USD card analysis. You can see that it is on a massive downtrend. Even from a higher time frame perspective, we can see it is on a massive downtrend for now. Okay, it is on a downtrend. Let's see what we have. All we have to do is to go to our lower time frame to check for levels where we can sell from, because the market is on a downtrend, bearish market. As you can see, when the market started this movement, it did higher high, higher low, higher high, even higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and it broke the structure. You can see a BOS, a change of character. All right, it means that market has changed from a bullish trend to a bearish trend. Look at it, BOS. So where do we expect to sell from? We expect to sell from this level. Look at this other block. This other block has an imbalance. It broke structure first of all. It broke structure with this movement. Boom. First of all. Then it has an imbalance. And this is liquidity resting before the other block. So what do we expect? We still expect the same thing. We expect price to move towards this other block, give a confirmation entry, and continue the downsell, the downside, continue to the downside, because the higher time frame structure says the market is on a downside. It is a bearish market. It is moving to the downside. So we just have to be in line with what the higher time frame is saying. The higher time frame is saying the market